How's it going, everyone? It's Liam Carlson here, and we're reacting to another episode of The Vampire Diaries. It's time to get into episode number 8 of season 4. Yeah, I'd say for the Delena fans, the last episode was a huge win, especially with that ending shot in mind. But of course, you know, that was following as well from episode 6 ending, where Stefan and Elena decided to officially part ways. But of course, things got a bit more poignant with the last episode. Again, not just with the ending in mind, but also in regards to the reasoning in regards to, well, not just that scene in particular, but in terms of Elena and, you know, how she views Damon's opinions and whatnot as of recent. There's a lot of an agreement in terms of any plan or anything that Damon says from Elena. And of course, we got that reasoning with the fact that Elena is sired to Damon. So, yeah, which of course makes sense, especially, like I said, given season 3, there was quite the talk of siring and all of that, and that's still ongoing in terms of the whole werewolf or the hybrid situation, should I say. Given the fact that there is this plot to break that siring, of course, but of course there is more nefarious means with the fact that Haley is working for Professor Shane. So, yeah, with that said, though, why don't we get into this episode of The Vampire Diaries? It's episode number 8 of season 4. Let's go.
I don't have to be at school for at least 20 minutes ago.
Are we going for round 2? We got 20 minutes to spare. David will have to make it quick then.
Not a vampire sired to another vampire is 1 in a million. Maybe it won't affect her the same way.
Okay. So there's a more rarity there when it comes to the whole siren. Okay.
She's become Damon's lapdog. It's true. Everything he's
Influencing his every action and emotion since she became a vampire.
Whilst these two are just thriving. Oh my shit.
Adrian has to keep turning.
He doesn't have to do anything. Isn't that the point of breaking the sire bond? Free will?
I mean, she's got you there. There is quite that irony.
One day. One day.
One. Just one.
Okay, one day.
One!
Yes.
There is that, like, influence, of course. Ah!
Just ask her to drink from the blood bag. Make sure you tell her how happy you'll be if it
Entertain
works.
his
If I'm
theory.
wrong, I'll be the first to apologize.
When her body rejects his blood, which it will,
Which it won't.
your apology better be epic.
I'm fine. It tastes like blood. The last time it was like hot garbage.
You sure you're okay?
Yeah, David's like, oh
Better
shit,
than okay.
Stefan was right.
I mean, maybe last time it was a bad batch or something.
Yeah, it was off,
I can't believe
you know.
this, Damon. I don't have to hurt people anymore.
Everything you always wanted to know about your biological parents, and it's encoded in case you're thinking of a smashing
Oh
grab.
shit!
Just bring me 12 unsired hybrids and it's yours.
Bloody hell!
talked to Tyler.
Us, Stefan.
Oh, yeah. What's the name of that girl you used to hang out with?
Was no ordinary girl. That was Charlotte.
Charlotte. Hey, hey.
You spilled my man's drink.
Sorry, it's crowded in here.
That's no excuse.
Hey, take
Oh
it
no.
easy, lady.
Jeez, go.
Take it easy.
What did you do?
He touched your drink. You said show no mercy.
I mean, where's the line?
Is that stoner tea? It's spirit tea. It opens up your chi.
Water it down there, buddy.
Come on, it's not drugs. Shane is helping me do natural magic without having
It's
access to
drugs.
spirits.
Oh, city's the same. Just brighter.
Have you been back here since 42?
Nope. Not since I shipped off to join the war effort and you didn't.
Somebody had to entertain the ladies who had been left by their menfolk.
Yes. Keep going.
You're the only brother I have, and I hope that we can be friends again.
Guys!
Now, just remember, we're here to talk to Damon, not to yell, not to dredge up the past, and most definitely not to...
Always a blast seeing Lexi again. I'm happy. I'm happy.
More like bury the hatchet.
Hey! 1912, that was a long time ago.
You're not going.
I don't like you.
In 1912, you pressured Stefan to drink human blood. He's been trying to put his Ripper days
There's
behind
no
him.
way to greet
He needs to see
Lexi.
death and blood.
Charlotte.
She's not. She hates discretion. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Stefan.
She's better off without you, too.
You get some rest.
Who do you think you are?
The guy telling you to call it a night.
Oh shit. Oh boy.
This could get a lot uglier right now, but I'm not gonna let it. Challenge me again, this conversation will end differently. You understand? Bond is to restore her original factory Team Stefan settings. I'm gonna go get
I mean, it just kind of hurt Stefan.
You stop being a dick.
I must have counted literally every brick on every building in all of New Orleans.
Jesus, that is nuts.
Every brick.
Literally every. That is just insane. That is just mental.
Bricks is my song, and I've been playing it for decades.
That's a really long time stuck listening to the same song.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd be happy listening to one song of Bowie for like 70 years, but Bricks,
in the world,
you know.
which is really nice.
Think of all the germ-ridden skanks that Damon has lured into his den of iniquity.
Caroline, I love you,
I'm sorry. I've been good all night. I am stopping now.
Yeah,
No, don't
the
stop on my
slander.
account.
Oh boy.
Rip away. I mean, it's only Dave. You have issues with him, but I'm happy. And I wanted to spend tonight with my best friends so that I could tell them about it.
Yeah, this was always going to go down well.
Can I help you, gentlemen?
Hi. We're looking for
Oh
witch.
shit!
Sorry, no time for pleasantries.
I'm sorry,
from
I
the
don't
100.
understand.
Magic draws power from dark places. Casting the spell you need requires the sacrifice of 12 human souls.
A sacrifice?
It's always leading to 12, isn't it? We've got 12
There's
unsired,
no magic like that.
hybrids, and now 12 souls.
Homeopathic remedies and all of her stuff is gone.
Lovely.
The grimoires, her journals, we lost it all during Katrina. If a spell like that ever existed, it's gone for good.
Well, that's lovely. That is just fantastic.
Yeah, ask Stefan about it. He can explain it better than I can. I'm sorry.
I mean,
you
it
talked to
does suck
Stefan
when it.
about this?
Oh boy.
It's not your fault, Elena. Okay, Damon took advantage
Caroline's
of
hitting
you.
all the
Okay, you
home.
need to
Oh
leave.
god. Oh god. She's hitting
Now.
all the home runs today. This one.
Elena, come on! I said leave.
Hello, girls.
Oh. Oh. Hey. 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 Oh god.
Sire to Klaus.
Being sire doesn't mean you feel differently about someone. I hated Klaus, but I still did everything he said.
Yeah. Yeah.
The bond affects how you act, not how you feel.
It's more dictation, not like I'm head over heels for you all of a sudden.
Sire only bonds to her sire when she has feelings for him, before she turns. Human feelings. Vampirism only heightens those emotions.
It's like deadlocked. Oh, yes, Stefan. Oh,
You wanna
no.
Stop caring about you, and then leave her. That's the only way around the sire bond.
Just break that heart.
Kill and torture my own friends to get what I want. Now we broke the sire bond. But if you want to be free, we have to work together. No one can step out of line.
Don't be a hero.
Or you're against me.
Shit. Oh wait, oh boy, oh boy.
Goodbye, Charlotte.
I mean, this is healthy for her as well in terms of the whole brick thing.
I know what you did, and you're not going overseas with Stefan.
Oh shit!
Do you understand me?
So Lexi turned him away?
Sam begs to differ.
You just killed 12 innocent people.
There's that confirmation there.
Else in front of yourself.
Go alone.
You need to let him go.
Oh damn. The fact he was willing to go with Stefan as well at the end of the day, and
Your choice. The dreaded C word.
choice.
I know what I have to do, Stefan.
I don't think he's gonna go through with it though.
Helping with a whole new kind of magic. He calls it expression.
Oh no.
You ever hear of a text message? Maybe just.
Oh, leaking back.
Heads up.
Adrian, finish.
No, I didn't lie to you. I said
Just
I'd tell you
say
where to
they're
find
dead.
them.
Oh,
This is
that's
everything you
fucked.
ever want to know, including where they're buried.
You
Yeah,
just
yeah.
fight with a werewolf. You know that, right?
Easy, killer.
Ours are as much as I do.
Or accept
You
that.
can't be selfish with her. Not anymore.
He's got to accept that, but he's also got to accept you can't, you know, fuck around with her.
I don't want to do this, Elena. I'm not the good guy, remember? I'm the selfish one. I take what I want. I do what I want. I lie to my brother. I fall in love with this girl. I don't do the right thing.
He's always carrying this curse. Oh.
Does this feel wrong?
Oh, he's gonna cave, isn't he, in terms of, like, not going through with this, because Elena's like, this is not wrong, this is great.
20 seconds on the backlog over time. Just 20 seconds till you're no longer mine.
Yeah, I mean, there is those, like, thoughts, isn't there, when it comes to this difficult decision, I guess you could say. That he's gonna cave. And, you know, usually that means something bad. But, yeah, I mean, it's just really, really rough to have to potentially do this, like, going on their way back, thinking, you know, I don't want to, like, do this, but at the same time, you know, Stefan's got, you can't, you know, mess around with her, you can't be selfish and all of that, but you got Elena thinking, well, you know, technically it's selfish to just do this when... But that's the thing, though, I mean, it is just very interesting with the whole idea that, well, it happened because Elena... So it's not exactly a rare thing, but Elena had feelings for Damon before she turned, which I guess is, you know, it makes sense because she did. But they're just on a newer level, aren't they? And it's just... that was really enjoyable, especially, you know, delving further into, I guess, the mechanics of this whole siring situation, because it was always going to be very interesting to see, I guess, how things might differ a little bit to, I guess, the way that Tyler was sired to Klaus, etc., especially since... there were a few key explanations in regards to the whole siring, including, you know, I guess a bit of an old flame, really, for David, so I can't believe it, 70 years. Jeez. I mean, you kind of did feel a bit for Charlotte. I mean, she wasn't exactly being discreet, was she, in terms of taking care of business, as we saw in the flashback. So, yeah, but no, I did feel bad for Charlotte. So, not just in terms of like the waiting, really, I guess, when it, like I said, 70 years, geez, but also that last scene, I guess, because you know, she didn't want to move on, but it had to be done. So, yeah. But I don't think it's gonna happen. I don't think Damon's gonna go for two for two in terms of having to disconnect that bond. So, you know, deep down, Damon, like deep down, there is that like idea of doing the right thing, telling Elena to move on, forget about me, etc. But I don't know. I feel like with Elena being, I guess, more well-versed in this whole shebang and all of that, because I don't think Charlotte was as well-versed in terms of how the mechanics of siring works and all of that. I'm not. I don't think she does. You know, Elena's like, these feelings are still legit. I mean, it's if anything, it's just more. We're just more bonded. I had these feelings before, and I'll be the first to admit that because I know how this works and all that jazz. So, and I'm here to tell you that I don't want this. So, yeah. And I don't think I feel like with what Elena had to say at the end of the episode, it's gonna, yeah, it is gonna, you know, break his heart to, you know, with Elena essentially begging not to go through with this. Yeah, it would just break his heart if yeah. I mean, that's it though. You think you have it, you think you have it great and all of that, but now you're being told about this whole situation that Elena's side to you, and yeah. But you also got to consider Damon's mentality as well, because he always, like, there's always been moments in this show where he's always like, "Oh, I'm the bad guy," or he doesn't feel like he's worthy for Elena, etc. So, yeah, he, I think deep down he knows that, you know, like, even though he doesn't want to admit it, he feels like Elena is better off with Stefan, but he wants her, he yearns for her so much, and it's, yeah. We have right here Elena making her choice, but again, it's all about, okay, well, what is the selfless thing to do, isn't it? So, because you have Stefan, you know, encouraging this idea and all of that, to, you know, disconnect that bond, and you have, yeah, you have Elena just begging not to go through with this because it's like, well, these feelings, you know, it doesn't affect how you feel, really. So it's just, we've just bonded a lot more. So, yeah, I was going to make a comparison, like, you know, it's like, you know, we were besties before, now we're lovers. So, yeah, I don't know if that is a good example, but you get the idea. They have been more bonded, so, yeah. But I guess it also makes sense, this whole, I don't know, it kind of does make a bit of sense when it comes to Catherine as well. Like, when, obviously, Damon got turned and all of that. I mean, he had feelings for Catherine, so, yeah, but of course there came that tragic element for Damon when, you know, Catherine chose Stefan, didn't give a shit about Damon, and yeah, so, because he did wait 100 and odd years for Catherine, didn't he? He was fighting tooth and nail to free Catherine from the tomb. But the reality was, obviously, Catherine chose Stefan. So, yeah, but. Yeah, it was really It was really, really great stuff, though, in regards to going through this episode. And like I said, just learning a bit more about the whole siring situation, as well as, I guess, how this whole situation, I guess, ties to, I say I guess because the whole siring and the breaking of the siring, it obviously has connectivity, as we saw in the last episode, to Shane. And there's no coincidence, not whatsoever, in regards to the fact that with Damon, there was this whole situation of him killing 12 people. And you know, he went to encounter that witch from 1942, and she was dabbling into expression, which obviously was reiterated in the closing moments of this episode with Bonnie. And yeah, no coinky-dink whatsoever with the fact that obviously you've got well, it's very interesting though, because you've got 12 humans, just plain basic humans. It could be anyone. There's like billions of them across the world, so yeah. Now hybrids are a bit more of a rarer situation, so and it's not so much the sacrifice of humans, it's not so much the kills, it's more so the breaking of the siring, really. I'm guessing this might lead to a sacrifice. You just need that lock to be picked, really, when it comes to the whole siring technique between Klaus and the hybrid. So so with Shane, he wants 12 unsired hybrids. I'm guessing there's going to be a more powerful element of expression. I'm not sure, because like I said, humans, billions of them. You know, you see them every day. Hybrid, not so much. So as well as the fact that they've got a bit more juice to them. So yeah, there's a lot more of a powerful more element going on with Shane. So yeah, but yeah, I low-key do feel like Haley got done dirty as well when it came to the fact that obviously he had very key information held hostage to Haley. And for her to get certain information, the unsiring needed to work up the 12. So, and then of course there was that whole revelation. Yeah, they're dead. Your parents are dead. So, and then of course he had to use tricky wording when it came to, I never lied about the fact that I could tell you where to find them. I didn't say anything about them being alive or dead, so of course he had to use tricky wording there. So, like I said, I feel like low-key she got done dirty there, so, but I think we've established the fact that Shane is not exactly the most delightful person there, so yeah. But yeah, it was just really great, the whole Damon and Stefan situation. I do feel like in terms of this efforts to, I don't know, I do feel like in terms of this efforts to try and break that, I guess, siring and all of that, you know, with Stefan and Damon reminiscing, as well as, you know, just the whole situation itself with the whole Elena siring situation. I feel like they've bonded a bit more for some reason. You definitely do see that, but of course you also have Stefan get certain revelations in regards to, because he thought that Damon ran away from the war, like he was initially going to, you know, go and yeah, Damon ran, and you had Stefan. You saw Stefan wait, and you know he was just all alone. And the sad thing is, Damon was gonna go with him, but Lexi. And it was great to see Lexi again. Seeing her, you just saw my world just light up, because Lexi, we love her. But you had Lexi try to convince Damon to do the selfless thing in regards to you need to let, because you had that moment where Stefan saw blood and he was close to crashing, and Lexi was like, oh, no. So you had her basically convinced, well, this is probably the best thing, really, in terms of Stefan's road to recovery is if you don't go, because otherwise the cycle's going to repeat itself back to square one. So, yeah. And it is just really, really sad as well, because with Damon, he thought, okay, well, we're back in business. Because I'm guessing this is the first time they haven't seen each other for 30 years. And you have that, like, whole situation where Damon is all alone again. And he didn't go with Stefan. Because of the fact that Stefan would just... Again, it would just be like square one all over again, and it was a sacrifice he had to do. So, as was, I guess, with I say with Charlotte, that was more so of giving her a bit of mercy, given the fact that it's been like 70 years and all of that. So, yeah, but I really thought that was really, really powerful stuff. Like, in terms of, like, well, Damon was going to go to him with Egypt. And it was because of Lexi, who just had to convince Damon, look, I know you're planning to, but for Stefan's best interest, and if you want, Stefan to not go through this guilt, you need to let him go alone, and you need to be alone. So... found that very, very interesting, to be fair. So, yeah. So, yeah, really, really neat stuff there in terms of exploring a bit more with Damon and Stefan's past. And like I said, in terms of them, I definitely do feel like the bond was a bit more closer with the brothers. I mean, obviously, there's been a huge leap of development in terms of reconnectivity with the brothers since the very first episode, but you just love like little moments where you have Stefan sympathizing really for Damon, like you said to Caroline. So yeah, so I do like the fact though that like Stefan initially said that the whole siren thing was a 1 in a million thing. And it got me thinking, oh, is this like some kind of like, I don't know, is there some kind of like circumstance or whatever that makes this 1 in a million? But it essentially, as like I said, revealed, it was because of the fact that there was love before the vampirism kicked in and all of that, when they had those human thoughts. So, and again, it makes sense. So, but when it got to, like, Charlotte, and she was also side, I'm like, yeah, this is not exactly rare. But then we got the, full beans. So, yeah. But, yeah, there is the whole Tyler situation as well. Not as, stand out, but it was really a moment for him to stand out, I guess you could say. Because of the fact that he needed to assert his authority. Because Kim was like, you know what, I'm taking the reins here, but yeah. Of course, there had to be some dramatics that intervened on Caroline, Bonnie, and Elena's great party. Although they did have a bit of a falling out, did Caroline and Elena? Whilst, yeah, Bonnie, yeah. But it was mainly because Caroline was very judgmental, really, when it came to Elena and her infatuation with Damon. So, and this is it though, like, I get it, okay? I get Caroline. I get why she was trying. I just feel like you're having a great time. We don't need to, kind of dampen the whole situation with this whole Damon talk, right? Because we know how Caroline feels about Damon. So, yeah, but she had to judge. But like I said, I get it because she wants the best for Elena. And even though that there is this siring, it's like kind of, nudging. There's this kind of nudging vibe when it comes to trying to see if Elena will change her mind and all of that. I know it's more so poke the bear because of whole siring situation. So, of course, Elena is going to stand up for Damon. But, you know, Caroline was not only trying to look out for her bestie, but also trying to, you know, have hope that Elena will, I guess in Caroline's perspective, come to her senses. So, yeah. And it was, that's it though, like, you had her, like, for Caroline, she had Elena's best interests, which is fine. It's just, well, I guess firstly, you know, you're enjoying yourselves, you don't want anything to dampen this whole, I mean, when can you really enjoy yourselves in, you know, Mystic Falls, given the whole debacles that goes on here, like the whole hybrid Klaus, all the shit that happens, you know, Fry, let's not like, there was a rule, wasn't there? No boy talk. And then, you know, Caroline broke those rules. But she also managed to spill the beans in terms of the whole siring secrecy. So, which was obviously going to happen. But, yeah. And second, it's just like, word it better? I know, ironic for me, because I always do muddle it up and all of that. But, yeah, it was gonna be a fight, and then of course all hell kicked off when it came to Kim taking Caroline as hostage, because Caroline's always hostage, because this show loves to test me. So yeah, but it was still really, really good stuff. So yeah, but I really thought that this was a really, really fun episode to delve into. Like I said, I don't think Damon is going to cave. No, he is going to cave to Elena's pleas. He's not going to, you know, break that siring. So, yeah, but should make for some very, very interesting dramatics next episode. So there is that. But no, I'm excited to get into that next episode. So yeah, as we are, you know, close to hitting halfway mark, and this season just going by like that. So yeah, but yeah, until then, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right if you want to check out more of my content. You can also subscribe to my media feeds and channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!